My name is Quintasha. It is my absolute pleasure to have you here in this particular session, and we are going to get started right away. Now, in the current world of business, business is being conducted in a different way than it has been before. And in this era that we are in, most businesses are conducted through technology. And that is why there's somebody who said that the best time to become a millionaire is at times such as this, all right? So I'll not really, forbear that. I mean, really stress that right now. We're gonna talk about it as we move along. But my name is Quintasha. I'm an IT professional turned business owner. All right, so a few years back, I made the decision to shift from a career person to a business person, okay, or a business owner. So today I'd like to talk about a business that is run on a mobile app, a business that is going to be one of the biggest businesses in the world. And of course, Africa is very privileged because this business began in Africa. It is done through a mobile phone, even though, through a mobile phone by means of an app. This particular app was developed in the United States of America. And this company that began the app or developed the app, they preferred to begin implementing the app in Africa. So we are very, very privileged because of that. So I'm gonna share my slide here. And just as I share my slide, let me just mention that in case you have a question or a comment in the process of this presentation, please feel free to write your question in the chat area. In the event that you think that you might forget to ask what you wanted to ask, just feel free to put it in the chat area as we move along. And we also invite comments, what you think about this particular business, okay? So I did say that I want to share my slide. Let me just get hold of it. And then we are going to get started shortly. So there we are. So I began by saying that in the 22nd century, where we are at right now, many people are figuring out that the best way to make money right now is to make money through technology. So I'm gonna show you how to make money using your smartphone. This particular app has created a lot of interest, has attracted the interest of very many institutions, and I'll be mentioning them as we move along. So first of all, you're gonna look at exactly what is the objective of the company that began this particular app. Secondly, we're going to see how you are going to make money using this app. Number three, we are going to see how you can get started using this app to as a business opportunity, okay? Good. So I want to welcome you to Virtual AVS, Virtual Airtime Vending Software. This is a mobile app that you find on Google Play Store. It has been there for the last, it's almost 2 years now. It has been there from August 2020. And it's going to be, in the market by August this year. It's going to be in the market for 2 years. So it is a very successful project. If you see a project running for 2 years on, that is a very good project, yeah. And when it first started, because I got to know about it in the month of August, just I think 8 days after the app was on Google Play Store, the app actually had very little functionality. But what was shared as a vision by the creators of the app was huge. And as time has moved by, we have seen the vision that they had has actually been actualized. One of the things they told us is that the app would be in 30 countries by 2022. At the time when the app started, it was only in 4 countries. It was only operating in 4 countries: Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Nigeria. But the app currently is in 31 countries. Recently, they added the United States of America. So it is something that is very progressive. It's a great innovation to work with. And those of us who have been using this app from the very onset are very, very happy with the progress that you have seen. This particular app is a money-making app. It's a money-making app, yeah? The days of using an app just for pleasure and for convenience, you know, are long gone. Now it is time to look for money-making apps, and this is the biggest money-making app in Africa at the moment. It's called Virtual AVS, right? Where AVS stands for Virtual Airtime Vending Software, okay? Now, moving on, the founders of this particular project or this particular mobile app are 3 directors, okay? And then there are 2 people who are at the top of the management. That is Daisy Sheriff. She is the CEO of Virtual AVS. She has a degree and a background in telecommunication and also in IT. And she's supported by the director of marketing, who we've had meetings with. He's called Said Norwood, and he has a background in education and in community service. And if you want to know more about these individuals, the website is www.virtualavs.com. Please visit that website to get to know more about this company. On the website, you're going to find what is called a roadmap. Basically, what they're planning for the next 5 years. This is not a project, a fly-by-night project. This is a project that actually has a very strong foundation and a very strong objective. So if you go to the website, you are going to see the roadmap for the next 5 years until 2025. But what I can tell you is in 2023, which is next year, they intend to have 1 million distributors or 1 million people on this app, which is good news, because when those people are on this app, what it means is the people who have been on this app earlier on are really going to benefit big time, okay? So go look at the roadmap. As I said, that the company began in 2020 in August, and they intend on the app to have 347 service providers. These are companies that are providing different types of services to people, okay? So they intend to have 347 of these service providers. When I got into the system in 2020, there were only about, I think there were 5 or 6 thereabouts. Right now, there are 110 service providers offering different things, which I'm going to talk about as we move along. So that is why this app is actually, you know, a forward-looking project. I like calling it a project because it is work in progress, yeah? So it is actually going to make many people wealthy. That is one thing I normally say, all right? We are only a third way. We still have 2/3 to go, and already people are making money using this app. Now, the first purpose of the app was to get everybody into the telecom industry. What I mean by that is when we began using this app, the only service that was on the app was the telecom industry. So we were making money from airtime, and we still are, okay? From then on, the app has really evolved into other services. But now, looking at the telecom industry is arguably one of the biggest industries in the world. And you can tell this by the profit margin that the telecom companies make every year. In your respective countries, I know the biggest company or the biggest organization in your country, not organization, but the biggest service industry in your country is the telecom companies, all right? So as you can see in this table in pink there, the telecom industry in 2010 was raising, annually it was raising about $700 billion or around $500 billion in 2010. Right now, 11 years later, only 11 years later, the telecom industry in the world generates about $2 trillion. And you can see it there in red. Now, $2 trillion is the GDP of the continent of Africa. One industry in 1 year does the GDP of an entire continent. Yeah, that's something that is really, really huge. And that is why business people normally look at industries that actually have a lot of money circulating. Okay, the telecom industry is one such industry. Actually, if you look at the top wealthiest men and women on the planet, in the world, and also in Africa, a lot of them are in the telecom industry. Okay, so that is a great introduction, meaning this should actually get you interested to know exactly how will this app make you money from this industry. Virtual AVS is a system that allows you to convert airtime users anywhere in the world. And the key word there is anywhere in the world. We're talking about a global business in a huge industry. These customers or these users can or will become your loyal customers, earning you passive income. One of the things that people grappled with, especially in the era of COVID, is they lost their loyal customers, okay? They could not, because of flights not taking place, customers got lost. Because of people not moving, not being able to come out of their houses, loyal customers got lost, okay? And that is why many people are now moving to mobile apps, because they are realizing mobile apps, people can do their business from inside their house. So mobile apps is how to make money right now, okay? So this system earns you passive income. Passive income is a wonderful, wonderful income that everybody should be targeting to transit to. And I'm going to be talking about passive income in a short while. Virtual AVS is a distinguished app designed to give millions of airtime users globally an opportunity at last to earn from this industry. Airtime users have just been using airtime and they've not been making money out of it. And even if they wanted to, it would be, it would require a very high capital, lots of capital. So airtime users have been locked out of making money from the telecom industry, yet they generate so much money for that industry. Virtual AVS is giving any airtime user that is interested to create wealth from this industry as well, all right? And that is why the Virtual AVS app, you use it to buy airtime, at the same time you use it to make money from the same airtime. I'll show you how as we move along. It says there that Virtual AVS gives you a platform to monetize, to make money out of one of the fastest moving consumer products. And this consumer product, like I've just said, is airtime, it is data, it is utilities. I'm going to tell you what I mean by utilities. So we are looking at a very robust app here, all right? Now, I promised to talk about passive income. There's this cash flow, there's this table here, chart here called the cash flow quadrant. This particular chart has liberated very many people financially. Why? Because it has given people information they were not aware of. The first piece of information is that income can either be linear or it can be leveraged. Linear means your income does not increase over time. Leverage means that your income is dependent on the number of people that you work with. The more people you work with, the more money you make. And that is why many wealthy people in this world have figured that they've got to work with people to become wealthy. A case in point is, like Bill Gates, okay? Telecom companies is a case in point. Telecom companies normally make their money from people buying airtime every minute of every day in small quantities, but many people, you understand? So if you look at this cash flow quadrant by a gentleman called Robert Kiyosaki, I covered this topic very quite a lot, deeply on Sunday, okay? But basically what this is that on the left side is employee and self-employed. These two people or these two entities make money from the clock. They are guided by the clock. You have to report to work. You will have to open your business to make money. It is hardly a sustainable way to make money, so says Robert Kiyosaki. Now, the second half of the quadrant is where you become a business owner. A business owner is someone who works with people to make money, and you can see that illustration there. Then, after you make the money, you become an investor who uses the money you've made from your business ownership to make money. Now, virtual AVS is putting us at the B quadrant. The B quadrant, where this particular app, the reason it is causing many people to be interested is because you make money from a big number of people using a particular service every day, every minute of every hour. That is why it is drawing a lot of attention. So please bear this chart in mind as I continue with the other slides. Bear in mind that virtual AVS is operating purely on the B quadrant, where you leverage and where 95% of the wealth of the world is, okay? Now, moving to the next slide here is active income is where you require to be involved in making the money. You don't go to work, no money. You lose your job, no money. Your business goes down, no money, because you are making money by yourself. On the other hand, passive income gives you time and financial freedom. You can have your freedom to spend time the way you want it, and money comes. And in fact, you can see it is increasing in amount with time. And that is the kind of income we should all be yearning to make, okay? So how do you create passive income with a virtual AVS app? Now, virtual AVS, like I told you, when we started, was only operating. This app could only operate in 4 countries: Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Nigeria. At the moment, we are in about 31 countries. So I'm sure you can see your country there. There is Africa. If you look at here, you'll see Africa, South Africa, Ethiopia, Zambia, Malawi, Botswana, Ghana, Cameroon. You can see the Caribbean, Jamaica, Haiti. Asia, you can see Philippines, Indonesia, Cote d'Ivoire, Zimbabwe, Mali, Niger, and you can see the United States of America. What this means is anybody in these countries can use the app. But do you know what the good news is? The good news is that nobody in any country can use the app unless somebody who's already using the app introduces them or refers them to use the app, because they've got to register, and when they are registering, they've got to put in your phone number as a person who told them about this business. And that is why this is attracting the attention of business owners. That is why this is attracting the interest, or is attracting international organizations. That is the reason this is attracting young executives, okay? Because we are looking at an app which is operating globally. Therefore, you can use the app to run a global business from the comfort of your home, okay? Good. So I'll get a bit into the details of it, but just remember, if you do have a friend in any of these countries, and if you're using your phone, you can take a screenshot. If you know anybody in these countries, please tell them there's an app that is creating wealth for people that is actually operating in their country, and they may not be aware of it, okay? Now, this still on this slide, let me just stay here for one more second. Still on this slide, it is to say that you can enter any of these markets. You can enter any of these markets using this app. A long time ago, to enter any market in any country, you'd most likely have to get onto a flight, have some board meeting in some other country, contact some supplier in some other country, get connections in another country. Now, with this particular app, you don't need to do so. You can go into the DRC Congo market just by knowing someone on Facebook who is in DRC Congo, who you tell to download the app and when they are registering, they put in your phone number. Do you know what will happen? When this person buys airtime in DRC Congo, the app normally pays you money. You understand? When this particular person in DRC Congo speaks to his friends, to his business partners, and they all hook up to the app, when they buy their airtime, the app still pays you. That is why I said you can enter all these markets using just an app on your phone. And that is why this has interested very many people, right? So what virtual AVS is saying is that you should join the dining table. There's someone who said, if you're not on a dining table, if you're not sitting at the dining table, then you must be the meal. For a long time, we have been the meal. We use airtime and lots of it. Someone else makes the money. For the first time, there's an app that allows you to also make money from the very same product you're using. And in fact, not just from yourself. I've just shown you how you can make money from somebody in another country when they buy their airtime. Virtual AVS says there are global mobile users to the tune of 5.22 billion unique mobile phone users. Okay, any of these people can actually be your customer. Someone in Jamaica, Guatemala, in the US, they can be your customer. You understand? Without having to sign any contracts with anybody, the only thing you do is you buy the license for the app and we train you how you're gonna use it, okay? Now, why, what algorithm, yeah? What algorithm, or what is it about this app that has caught the attention of so many people? Now, let me talk about something about the algorithm. You know, there's a time I used to teach physics and I really loved physics and mathematics, yeah? An algorithm is a formula which when you put a variable or you put a certain value on that formula, it normally produces a certain kind of result, okay? That's what we call an algorithm. And I'll tell you a small story, a short story here. Now, there was this, let me just say, he was a Nigerian working in Canada, yeah? A banking professional, banking and IT. He was a banker and an IT person as well. And he was working in Canada. So what happened is this individual, when he was programming for the bank, he put in a small formula on the back, you know, on the back office of the program, of the banking program. And you know what that formula was? It was that whenever anybody withdrew money from the bank, yeah, what that formula would do, it would take, you know, some cents. So it would take 5 cents out of every transaction. Now, 5 cents is a very, very small amount, okay? Now, and so he put it there, nobody noticed that particular algorithm. So what happened is for every transaction, and you can imagine how many transactions go on in a bank and how many accounts a bank has, 5 cents would be sent into his account. And nobody noticed it for a long time, actually for years, until at one time there was some auditing taking place and a very keen auditor saw the formula. And of course, what happened is that the person was stressed and they got arrested and so on, you know, the law took its course, but the person had become a multi-millionaire from that algorithm, okay? Now, the reason of telling you this story is that people have figured out in this 22nd century that we are in, the best way to create wealth is to make money from small expenditures that are paid to you by a system. The best way to make money is to work with people who, you know, to have people who do a certain things repeatedly every month without having a choice to do it. And whatever they do is paying you. You understand? So the virtual AVS app has an algorithm. It has a formula where if anybody is doing a certain thing out of habit, that algorithm pays you. And it will pay you for a long time, for the length of your license. Remember, I told you have to get a license. For the length of the validity of your license, this algorithm is gonna pay you on a daily basis. That is why this particular app has drawn the attention of international organizations. Okay, there's one international organization I won't mention. We showed them that this particular app, you can do money transfer without any transaction fee. And they actually intend to use it for money transfer. There's some talk going on in the HQ of virtual AVS, which is in Washington, DC. Okay, this particular app has caught the attention of the service industry. The people in the, companies in the service industry are realizing that people can actually, they can raise a lot more revenue if people can actually make payments through an app, which is universal, which is global. And we have, the app has made the airtime industry or the telecom players very interested in this app. People who are in the cable TV industry and a number of industries that I'll show in my next slide, upcoming young executives, people who are in careers, people who are in the offices, they have a huge interest in this app. Business leaders, people who are running their own businesses, okay? I mentioned to a few people last week that there's a business leader who is in the telecom industry. That person is actually one of the dealers of airtime in a certain country, big time. This person is a big time business leader in that industry. They are very interested in this app, okay? Because they saw that they made money from only one company in one country, and here is an app that exposes you to 31 countries. We are having a lot of interest from the political class. Right now, Kenya is going through elections. I can't count how many aspirants, how many members of parliament. I can't count how many, here we call them MCAs, are interested in this app, okay? Self-help groups. Personally, I belong to 3 self-help groups, and all of them are in virtual AVS. We met as a leadership, and we saw it is good if our group is in virtual AVS. Why can't we make money globally instead of just making money locally? You understand? So most of these people are looking for time and financial freedom, because if you're making money from the habits of others, that means people will just do what they normally do, and you make the money. At the same time, you are going global, spending minimal amount for your fees, okay, for your license, okay? So this app, compared to when I started using it, compared to 2020 when this business started, right now I'm seeing a very big change. There's one of us, a former ambassador, who is also a business partner in virtual AVS, who once told us this particular app is going to become not just a business, it's going to become a movement, and his words are coming to be true, okay? Now, so what consumer habits are these that pay you? What is it that is creating so much interest for career professionals, for young executives, people who are climbing up the ladder? Why are they interested in this app? Why are politicians interested in this app? Why are service industries or service companies that give service, interested in this app? This is the reason that people have certain habits that they do without thinking twice. And if these habits are able to pay you, it doesn't matter in which country they take place. If these habits are able to pay you, then you're looking at creating wealth, you understand? Now, the habits are these. Number one, someone purchasing airtime in Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, Cameroon, in the US, in Jamaica, the app pays you. Number two, someone using data, someone loading data on their phone, okay? If you're like in Kenya we buy airtime and then we convert it to data. That means you use a lot of airtime actually, okay? So data also pays you. Cable TV, do you know how many people have subscribed to DSTV, to Go TV in Africa alone, Star Times and others, and they have to subscribe every month. And especially this year, if I'm not wrong, this year is when there's the World Cup. Do you know how many people are gonna subscribe to DSTV this year? Do you know how many millions of people are gonna subscribe to Go TV this year? You understand? So that habit of wanting to watch football, wanting to watch movies, wanting to watch documentaries is paying you. People's luxuries is paying you. Municipal water consumption, people have to consume water. They have to pay for water. The app has a section where people pay for utility and you get a commission out of that. Paying for electricity, electricity consumption, it is paying you. It's a habit. Nobody can say, well, this month I will stay without electricity. Let me use a candle, let me use a lamp. No, electricity goes, or the electricity consumption, the month turns over and someone with no choice, they go pay for the electricity. Sometimes people go grumbling, saying, the electricity is too expensive right now and so on. But you know what? As they grumble, they'll still pay for it, right? That habit or that particular requirement, actually we call it passive expenses. Passive expenses are expenses you cannot avoid. Passive expenses in Africa, in Asia, in the Caribbean, in the US are paying you. Greatest way to create wealth. Insurance services, someone goes and pays insurance for their car, for their education, life insurance and all that, and the app pays you. All these habits, passive expenses, people have no choice. They pay you every month. I was telling on Sunday, was it on Sunday or on Saturday when I was doing a presentation, I said, if you just count these ways I've shown here, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways that just one person can pay you in 6 ways. One person in one country can pay you in 6 ways. Add that, thousands of people or millions of people in several countries paying you in the same 7 ways. That is 7 times 1 million, for example. That is 7 million times to make money using this app. And no wonder it is creating a lot of interest. No wonder politicians are coming to ask us. They hear there's an app which can empower communities. They want to know about it. They would rather open an account for someone in the community than dish out money for them to be elected, because they're going to be creating a livelihood of income for that particular person. And that is what we are handling in our office right now, in the Nairobi office. And I know in every African country there is going to be elections at some point. We are using Kenya as a case study, and it is working very, very well. Okay, now moving on. So this algorithm that is in virtual AVS, when someone buys electricity, when someone pays for water, when someone pays for the DSTV, when someone pays for their airtime, how does the app pay you? It pays you in 4 ways. Number 1, you earn license commission. License commission is what you earn as a result of someone starting this business. I gave an example of Cote d'Ivoire, I think it was, yeah? No, it was DRC. I said, well, if you have a friend in DRC, if you meet someone on Facebook from DRC, you tell them, you know what? There's an app on Google Play Store that can make you money. It normally pays you from an algorithm. When people do certain kinds of subscriptions and payment in the entire continent of Africa, this can make you wealthy. The person in DRC, they download the app, they register. When they're registering, they've got to put your phone number as a person who referred them to the app. You understand? Okay. Now, when they buy their license, when they say this business sounds good, I love it, it's global. When they buy their license, the system pays you a license commission for having spoken to that person, having exposed that person to this app, right? Having empowered that person. And it goes on like that. When that person talks to their friend, all right, and the person their friend says, I think this is a very good idea. I want to buy a license as well, okay? Guess what the app does? The app also pays you a license commission from the friend of that particular person that you got in touch with. And that is why we are doing this business big time on social media. If you're on Facebook, you must have noticed there's so much talk about virtual AVS on Facebook. This is going viral. So the first thing is license commission. The second thing is airtime commission. When someone in Senegal, in Malawi, in South Africa, in Guinea-Bissau, in Togo, maybe you don't even know which direction those countries are, when they buy airtime, so long as they're in your app, either having been introduced to by you or having been introduced by someone else in your app, you earn airtime commissions whenever they buy their airtime. And you know how much people buy airtime. Telecom companies make millions of dollars every year. You're having a piece of those millions of dollars, taking it home to your family. Number 3, you earn utility commission. When someone pays for water in Nigeria, someone pays for electricity in Botswana, another one pays for GoTV in Zimbabwe, okay? Another one pays for insurance in Central Africa Republic, a very small country, but someone pays insurance in Central Africa Republic, the app pays you. That is what is called utility commission. And no wonder this is drawing the interest of very, very many people. The other income is passive income. I hope we are together. Passive income, also called bulk airtime commission. This one is an awesome kind of income. Do you know what it is? Virtual AVS normally supplies airtime and data in bulk to organizations. We, in turn, we normally buy shares with virtual AVS. Virtual AVS does not expect us to go to talk to corporate organizations. What we do is we normally give shares. Many of us have purchased shares. Yeah, I remember I purchased mine, I think it was last year in May. So I began getting my dividend in June. We are normally paid every year or every month on the 15th from your shares. Do you know what? A corporate company, a corporate business in Cameroon is supplied with bulk airtime by virtual AVS. A company in Cameroon pays you and you're in South Africa or you're in Kenya, okay? Another company, let's say it is in Ethiopia, they ask for airtime in bulk. Virtual AVS supplies them, you know, Virtual AVS, the company, supplies them airtime in bulk. Do you know what happens? You are paid from that company in Ethiopia. You don't know who they are. You didn't sign a contract with them, you know, but what happens on the 15th of every month, we are normally paid. This is an awesome way to make money. And that is why I began by saying, if you want to become a multi-millionaire from technology, this is the time to become a multi-millionaire. If anybody misses out on this, they'll have missed out, you know, entirely on changing their life, making a difference in their lives and in the lives of their family, all right? Now, so how do you get started with this particular opportunity? Number 1, download the app. It's on Play Store. Download the app from Play Store and then press register. There's a section. Once you download it, you go to your phone, you will see a place written register. When you register, you get the customer version of the app, meaning you can't yet make money with that customer version of the app because it's a free version. But the good thing is that you can actually use it to buy airtime. And you can actually use it to send airtime to somebody in another country. And you don't even have a license, yeah? That is how awesome this app is, okay? But number 2, if you want to begin to do business with this app, what some of us did almost 2 years ago, you buy your license of $69. $69 is a very small amount compared to the kind of money you can make using this app. There's a chart that we have that shows you you're going to get to some point where you're making almost $1 million every month from airtime commission alone, not even mentioning utility commission, not mentioning license commission. Airtime commission alone will pay you $1 million every month. And why not? Because you're going to have a crowd of people in your app, okay? I remember showing someone my app and telling them that I've only spoken to about, I think, 48 people directly myself. But if you look at my app right now, I have 3,000 people from different countries. I only know about 50. I only spoke to about 50, but there are 3,000 people in my app. You know what? Because those 50 spoke to somebody who spoke to somebody about the app, they downloaded and they bought licenses. You understand? So number 2, you buy your license for only $69. Your license is valid for an entire 2 years. For an entire 2 years, you make money from people buying electricity, water, paying for electricity, water, their DSTV, and so on. You relax and you make money. Number 3, when you have the app, load your airtime using the app. And why should you do that? Because the app pays you commission every time you buy airtime, okay? Those of us who have been in this business, we stopped a long time ago buying airtime from our pockets. Why? Because the commissions we earn, we normally use them to buy airtime and to send airtime to our parents and our loved ones. Number 4, if you want to make the money, you remember the shares I spoke about? If you want to earn shares from corporate businesses all over Africa, in South Africa, in Ghana, and so on, that are buying bulk airtime from virtual AVS, if you want to make from that money from that income, you upgrade your account with a further $75. That $75 is a capital you're contributing to make virtual AVS have more capital to buy more airtime in bulk to service these companies. And as a result, I've just told you, on the 15th of every month, we normally earn dividends. It is rather awesome because that is earning dividends from MTN, earning dividends from Vodacom, from Vodafone, you understand, from Telnet, from Orange, from Glo, from Tigo, from Safaricom, from Airtel, from Telcom. You're earning a dividend on the 15th of every month from about it's about how many? 110 telecom companies all over the world from just this app, right? Number 5, when you have the app, recommend this app to your friends, relatives, people that you know. You never know how big your team is going to balloon inside that app. I've just told you, my app, I only spoke to 50 people, but my app has 3,000 people who buy airtime and I make money. Some subscribe to services, I make money. I don't know all of them. I only spoke to 50 and word spread around. You understand? We are still in very early days, by the way, because I think this app, there are only about, at most, there are only 15,000 individuals in this app, distributors in this app. The company intends to have 1 million distributors next year. By the time they come, let them find us already in this app, okay? And that's how we are gonna create a lot of wealth using this app, all right? So I did say that the success steps are simple. Number 1, you sign up, you can see number 1 here. You sign up, download the app, sign up, and buy your license. The person who invited you to this Zoom will guide you on how to buy the license. It's very simple. Different countries buy licenses in different ways. Number 2, recommend to your friends. Number 3, purchase airtime using the app. And number 4, if you want to earn dividends from around 100 telecom companies all over Africa, you upgrade with a further $75. In other words, budget for $69 plus $75, that's $144. And let me tell you one thing, as I'm here, I've just remembered, many of us, what we have done, we have also created accounts for our loved ones. There are people who have created accounts for their children. Do you know why? Because this app has such great potential for wealth, you want to ensure your children begin creating their wealth at a very early age. It's virtually impossible, for example, in a traditional business to have a municipal license for each of your children, traditional businesses, yeah? But using an app, using this particular app, you can actually have accounts for each member of your family. We normally have a Zoom training on Saturday mornings where we learn some of these strategies. So once you buy your license, please let us know. We are going to put you into a special WhatsApp group of people with licenses, and we're going to show you the strategies to create wealth using this app, okay? Good. Now, to sign up is simple. Once you download the app, you press on register, and then you put in your username. Username is the name you want to call your business. You put in your first name, you put in your last name, you put in the phone number, you select your country, so that when you're withdrawing your money, the app knows which foreign exchange to use. You put in your phone number. Which phone number do you want to register in the app? We are normally interconnected using our phone numbers, and choose the flag of your country. Put in your email address, and then very importantly, put in the phone number of the person who told you about the app, okay? And choose a flag of their country. This is important so that the app can know who to compensate for, with commissions, okay? Then put in your password and finally press sign up. Once you sign up, you get what you can see on the extreme left. I'm about to finish. On the extreme left is the customer account. You can see it says customer account, upgrade to become a partner. Now, with the customer account, you can already buy airtime. You can already buy airtime for somebody in another country. It's actually a very exciting thing to see. Actually, as I'm talking, if you've not downloaded the app, please do so, yeah? Do so, and then see. You see, when you go here to sell services, it asks you, do you want to send airtime to somebody in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Malawi, in Kenya? Where do you want to send the airtime? I remember that's how I got into the Malawi market, because I have a friend in Malawi. I sent him airtime and he was surprised. He wondered how me in Kenya, I was able to send him airtime in Malawi, and I didn't even know his telecom company, because the app normally is able to automatically detect when it sees a mobile number. It can tell which company that person buys airtime from, okay? So my friend was really surprised, and I told him, by the way, this app, you can use it to make money in Malawi. And he bought his license, and he got his friends into the app, and his friends got their friends into the app, and that's how I entered the Malawi market. The 3,000 people in my app, Malawi is part of them, you understand? So that is how awesome this app is, all right? Then once you pay for your license, when you go to buy, you see here, buy services, you'll find a link called buy own license. When you buy the license of $69 from the app now will give you more icons. You see these icons, more have been added to help you make money too. Now you're a business owner, you can begin to make passive income, okay? And if you want to upgrade with the $75, remember the one I said, if you want to buy dividends in all these telecom companies, you go to upgrade. It tells you to upgrade is $75. Once you upgrade, the upgrade button disappears, and now your app looks like this. So for many of us, our app has only 8 icons. You are a full business partner who makes money from all the commissions that I showed you, okay? Right. So this is what I was saying. Once you have your app, you can use the buy services to load your airtime. You can use it to buy your license. You can use it to load utility float, to pay for your water, electricity, to pay for your DSTV and get cash back. The beauty about this app is the fact that it pays you cash. Part of your expense is turned into an income because it calculates a percentage and puts in your wallet in dollars, and you withdraw in your local currency, okay? Now, the other section of the app is that you are able to recommend this app to anybody in Africa. Do you have a friend in any of the countries that I've just shown you? Talk to them tomorrow and tell them there is a super app that they can download from Google Play Store, and they can begin to do business with. And you can actually register your friend from your app. Do you see this section here? You can register your friend from inside your app to ensure they are part of your team, okay? Or they can download the app and register themselves, okay? That's how awesome this app is. So how do you withdraw your commissions using this app? There's a section, there's a part of the icons of the app that asks you how much do you wish to withdraw. You normally indicate your dollar equivalent of what you wish to withdraw, and you can withdraw in 3 ways. You can withdraw using mobile money. For example, in Kenya, you can use M-Pesa. You can also withdraw using the bank, okay? Virtual AVS has partnered with about 300 banks all over Africa, Absa Bank, Equity Bank, Commercial Bank of Africa, any bank you can think of, yeah? If you go to the app, by the way, and you go to the wallet, there's a place written withdraw. When you press withdraw, it asks you which country you are in. Depending on the country that you are in, it shows you a list of the banks that you can withdraw your money to. And a withdrawal to the bank normally takes an hour to 6 hours in some countries. You can also withdraw your money via crypto. Those people who are crypto enthusiasts, the virtual AVS app is another way to accumulate your cryptocurrencies. Any money that you make, you can save it as in your crypto wallet, okay? So, I was telling someone the other day, if I can earn $1 million every month, I can take some money to my mobile money, some money to the bank, and some money to my cryptocurrency, So you make money in whichever ways that you want, okay? So this is a quick summary. This is actually my second last slide. Commission payments in your AVS wallet, in your virtual AVS wallet, what goes into your wallet? Your paid utility commission, your paid license commission, airtime commission, bulk airtime commission on the 15th of every month. There is what you call peer-to-peer recipient. How do you use the money in your wallet? You purchase electricity. Now, the thing is this, yeah? If you make commissions using your wallet, remember the commissions from everybody in Africa paying for things, and money goes to your wallet, you can use that same commission to pay for your own electricity so that you no longer need to go to the bank, remove money to pay for electricity or for water. You devise a clever way of maintaining your lifestyle, okay? That is one thing we normally do. Pay for your utility using your commission. Pay for your airtime using your commission. Buy a license for another member of the family using your commission. If you have $70 in your wallet, that you can use that to buy a license for your child, for example, okay? Or you can use the commission in your wallet to withdraw money to mobile money, to bank, or to cryptocurrency, what is called USDT, okay? Now, as I conclude, there's this gentleman called Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller, okay? This man built an empire. I think he used to be there in the 1800s. He has built an empire until today. His descendants are the world's wealthiest. Now, Rockefeller says this: I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Let me put that in a different way. As far as virtual AVS is concerned, I would rather earn 1%, a small amount of 1,000 people's habits in different countries, than have my own business where I'm the one putting effort to earn 100%, okay? He figured out many years back, many years back, that if you want to become a wealthy person, look for something that pays you a small amount from what a large amount of people are doing. If a large amount of people are paying for airtime, earn a small amount of money from that particular expenditure. It is better than having a shop or having a business where you're the one who's sitting and doing all the selling. Understand? That is John D. Rockefeller. Another person I look up to is Richard Branson, and this is what he says: having a good network can be invaluable. Okay, working with a team, working with people can be invaluable because it opens doors for you and allows you to enter into opportunities that are beneficial to your business. In other words, he's saying, don't do a business by yourself. Do a business that exposes you to a network. The virtual AVS business exposes you to a network in Africa. Africa has how many countries? The virtual AVS app exposes you to a network of people doing something every day, which they have no choice, but they have to do. Whatever they do pays you every day. From passive expenses or passive habits, you make passive income, okay? This is our office in Nairobi, Kenya. I would like to urge anybody in Nairobi, please come to the offices. We said this particular app is drawing the interest of young executives, career professionals. You can see them here. It is drawing the interest of people who have self-help groups, people who are running SMEs, People who are political aspirants come every day to our office to find out exactly how does this app work? How can I use it to my advantage to change the life of my family, to change the life of my electorate? Please, I want to welcome you. Tomorrow we'll be there. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We do on Saturday as well. We do have a session at 8 a.m. for the early birds. We have another session at 1 p.m. for people who want to come from the office over lunchtime. We do have a session at 5:30 p.m. for people who are coming from work. Instead of going home, they want to come and learn how to make money passively from a mobile app. Please, I invite you on any Monday, any Wednesday, any Friday, any Saturday, in any of those times. And also, we have Zoom presentations in case you're not in Nairobi, you're not in Kenya. We have Zoom 4 days in a week. Tuesday, like today, and Thursday at 10 p.m. East Africa time, same time. Wednesday, Saturday at 4 p.m. East Africa time, and also on Sunday, 9 p.m. East Africa time, we have a special session on how the app works, the different sections of the app, okay? So for me, I would like to thank you very much. I did say if there's anybody with a comment or a question, please put it in the chat area. I can see quite a lot of activities have been going on in the chat. My business leader, Anastasia, I don't know if you're here. You can be able to maybe look at the chat and help me with what is written there. But let me just say this. One thing I normally like saying, and I've said it over and over again in this presentation, there is no better time to become a millionaire than this time in the 22nd century because of several things. Number one, you have platforms that enable you to get to other countries without having to physically move out of your country or even out of your house, okay? Number two, Warren Buffett, a gentleman who said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're gonna work till you die. In other words, he says, look for a way to make money while you sleep, meaning people are doing something in a certain different time zone. Whatever they are doing there pays you while you are asleep. That is what we call financial freedom. That is what we call time freedom. You are free to spend your time with your family because you know there's a system that makes you money, okay? The other reason why it is easy to become a millionaire right now is because of technology. Ladies and gentlemen, let us not struggle with a kind of business that is still traditional, okay? Someone, one of the wealthiest African is called Aliko Dangote. Aliko Dangote, it took him 30 years to invest in the mining industry, in the manufacturing industry to become a multi-millionaire. The man is very wealthy. But you know what? There's another man called Strive Masiwa. Strive Masiwa, they're saying he's gonna become one of the wealthiest men. In the next 2 years, he's gonna become one of the actually they say he's gonna become the wealthiest man in Africa. Do you know what Strive Masiwa does? His business is leveraged on technology. He's actually a very big player in the telecom industry. He's the owner of Econet, if you know what that is, okay? The people who are gonna become wealthy in this century is gonna be the people who are hooked up to technology, and more so hooked up to mobile apps, because mobile apps are the creation of somebody else, but mobile apps are designed in a way that they make you have a global business. And what's more, what's better than having a mobile app that is based on the service industry? The service industry is one of the biggest industries in the world because services are paid for whether people want it or not. They have no choice, you understand? So virtual AVS is a mobile app that puts you in the service industry, okay? So I would like to urge you, number one, if you don't have the app on your phone, download it from Google Play Store. It is free of charge. Number two, if you have the app on your phone, please don't remain a customer for long. Plan for $69. If you're a Kenyan, that is 16,000 Kenya shillings. Buy your license. We'll show you how to begin to make money. Number three, If you have your license of $69, please upgrade with $75 to begin earning dividends, daily, monthly income from these telecom companies, okay? Now, once you do that, now recommend this app to your friends. We have a session, a Saturday training where we teach you how, some people, are not used to marketing to other people, yeah? They're not used to networking. Some people are introverts like myself, yeah? They want to know, how do I talk to other people? We have trainings on Saturday, and that is what has helped me to turn from an introvert to an extrovert. People will be surprised that I'm an introvert. I actually am an introvert, but I've turned into an extrovert because I want to make money, okay? So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, thank you so much for joining the presentation today, for the invitation. If it is possible and if it's okay with you, let's just stay around for 2 more minutes. Let's look at the chat area. Let's look at the question, at the Q&A. Q&As are normally very, very important because somebody might ask a question from something you never thought of asking, okay? Also, if you want to ask a question, you're free to put up your hand and we'll be able to answer that question. You can type in the chat area or you can raise your hand and we'll give you the time to ask your question. But meanwhile, Anastasia, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me? Hi, Quintasha.
Yes, hello. Anastasia, I can, in the famous words of Obama, yes, we can.
So thank you so much for that very powerful, detailed, and great presentation. So I would like to go straight into the chat area and see if there are any questions. And Coach Paul started by alerting everyone in the Zoom that this session is being recorded.